Hello, today we're going to go over 8.3 and we're just going to look at the medians of the triangle. So median median goes from the vertex of one side to the opposite side in a way that it splits the side into two equal parts. So when we look at this, we'd say A to X is a median, C to Z starts at the vertex, goes to the opposite side, splits it into two equal parts, as you can see by those congruent markings, and then B to Y. So those are all our medians of a triangle. Where they meet is called the centroid, right there. So that's the centroid of it, where those three medians meet. All we need is two medians to get a centroid, but where those meet. And what it breaks it up is it breaks up into a proportion. Each median is broken up into a proportion of 2/3 and 1/3. So when we talk about like A to X, so where I have that centroid, this A to the centroid, so this is A to X, okay? A to that centroid, which is P in this case. So from the vertex to the centroid is 2/3 of the entire length. So let's say we know that A to X, we'll make it A to X, is equal to 9. Then I just take that 9 and I break it up into thirds. Okay, so if this side's 2/3, this side would be 1/3. So I take that 9 and break it up into thirds. And so 1/3 of 9 would be 3. So this side would be 3. And this side would be 2/3 or twice that. So it gets 6. So 3 plus 6 is 9. That's where we get it from. So any centroid, anytime we have a centroid, it's going to break it up into this proportion of 2/3, 1/3. Again, 2/3 is that distance from the vertex to the centroid. So from the vertex to the centroid, from the vertex to the centroid. I'm not saying that those are equal lines, but what I'm saying is each one of these is 2/3 of the entire line. 2/3 of the entire line. So then the other part, okay, would be 1/3. So down here, this is 1/3 of the entire length, this is 1/3 of the entire length, and that is 1/3 of the entire length. Do understand that, again, it's a median. So if this side were 3 over here, I know that this side would be 3. If this side were 5, this side would be 5. If this side were 6, this side would be 6. So we still have that working for us as we look at the this proportion as we go forward. So now what we go through is we say, okay, let's go ahead and find it. So they say A to G, so from here to here, that this is 9. Okay, so I'm just going to look at this one, and then it says, first thing, find G to F. Okay, so again, from the vertex to the centroid, that's 2/3 of the entire line. So then this other one is going to be 1/3 of it. So G to F is 1/3 of the entire line of A to F. So all we have to do is to go from 2/3 to 1/3, we just divide by 2. So we take 9 and divide it by 2, and that would be 4.5. If I go to the next one, so then it says we want to find GE, okay? Given C to E, so from C all the way to E, we know that this entire line is 7.2. And now what we want to find is just this little part from right here, from G to E. We want to find that part. Okay, so again, if I draw that whole line up there, well, I'm going to draw it this way. If I were to draw that whole line from C to E, it looks like this. So C to E is this much, and we know that that entire distance is 7.2. And what we want to find is G to E. We want to know this part. So again, from the vertex, from C to G, this is 2/3. So I just want to know, I know that this then is 1/3. 1/3 of the entire length, so I go 7.2, and then I divide that by 3. And so if I do that, it goes into it twice. Okay, so 6. Okay, and it goes into it 4. So it'd be 2.4. So then I know G to E, this part is 2.4. You know, I could also double it, and I know that from G to C would be 4.8. Okay, so just pointing that out there. Next, we want to go A to F. All right, So we already found out that A to F, or A to G, is 9. And we found out in the first part that G to F, this was 4.5. So to find A to F, so I need to find that entire line, I go 9 plus a 4.5, which is 13.5. Then lastly, we want to find B to D. So I'm going to find, and we'll go green. So I want to find B to D. I want to find this entire line. So I'm going to find B to D. Okay, and I know that, again, we break this up into 2/3 from the vertex to that centroid and 1/3. And so they give me that D to G, so D to G, G's right here, is 4. So if I want to find from that entire line, then all I have to do to find this part, okay, from B to G is I double 4. So 2 times 4 equals 8. And so to find B to D, I go 8 plus 4, which equals 12. Okay, so then they say, all right, we have a vertex L is 8 units, so I have the triangle like this. And it doesn't matter where I put it, so I'll go L, M, N. And it says L is 8 units from the centroid. So we have this centroid coming from L, so I'm going to go draw my median like this, so it breaks it up. Okay, and vertex L is 8 units from the centroid of LM. So somewhere on here is the centroid, and we'll say it's like right here. And we know that L is 8 units from that one. Find the length of the median. So we want to find that length of the entire line. So we want to find what is it all the way from L to its opposite side. Well, we know that from the vertex to the centroid that this is 2/3 of it. So then this side would be 1/3 of it, or if you look at it, it'd be half of it. So 8 divided by 4, or 8 divided by 2 is 4. And so then 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. So we know that median is 12 units long. Okay, it says let P be the centroid. So again, we're going to have S. We'll say S to T to U. It says let P be the centroid of S to T to U. So we'll say it's like right here. This is P. Okay, and let SW be, so S, okay, to W, so to W, and it splits it up into 2 equal parts, be a median. I just started from S because I know S is on there. If S to W is 18, so that whole line is 18, find S to P and P to W. So again, we're going to break this up into 2/3, 1/3. It's easiest to find 1/3 of 18. So 18 divided by 3, that's 1/3. So that would be 6. So now I know this side is 6. Okay, 2/3 is twice as big as 1/3. So I just double 6, which gives me 12. So we can say P to W is equal to 6, and S to P is equal to 12. Lastly, we have this one here, ABC, triangle ABC, the median, A to D, so this is my median right here, that's what they tell me, okay, is perpendicular, so we have this 90-degree angle here to BC. If AD, this entire line, is 21 feet, okay, describe the position of the centroid. So once again, we know the centroid would be somewhere like here. We don't know exactly where, but we can kind of estimate if I look at it. Okay, and so we know that this side right here is 2/3. Okay, so and this is 1/3. So, and it says just describe its position of the triangle. So I'm going to take 21, divide it by 3, and that is 7. So this side is 7. I double that, and this side's 14. So I could say the centroid is, and this is in feet, 14 feet from point A on the median AD. And that would be our description of it. So that's how we're going to go through, just remembering our proportions as we work through it.